Hey YouTube, it's Salams. It is a day before my top surgery, and I just wanted to check in. I was really flipping out last night, and still having anxiety and nerves and such. But I guess I just wanted to say how I'm trying to take care of myself because in case you have the same experience, I guess maybe some of this will be helpful. I ended up having therapy this morning, and we really worked on focusing on what my the reason why I'm doing this. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I want alignment. I'm looking for alignment with myself. I'm looking for a sense of peace in my body, a sense of home in my body, and so that's really what this all comes down to for me. And then I went to the gym and worked out for a little while, and it felt really good to like get more physically in touch with my body by working out, like just like getting embodied, and feeling really close to myself physically. And then I got home and I ate some food, so I'm just like taking care of my body, mind, spirit. I did meditate today. That was also very helpful. And I am a part of a trans a Facebook group from a retreat that I went to, and I posted, just my experience on there and asked for feedback, and a couple people texted me, and so, I got some support that way, and just kind of heard that it's actually really normal to have these kinds of fears and doubts come up at the last minute. And it was really helpful to hear that, the people who responded also shared that even though they had those feelings afterwards, all they felt was relief, and that it was just like a wonderful time in their life. And it was gave me a lot more confidence to hear that, because it was like, okay, other people also felt just as scared as me and just as doubtful, and they ultimately ended up feeling like really joyous and free, and that was helpful. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I've done so far. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling, um, and I'm actually going to go to a spa for a few hours later. They have like a hot tub, a sauna, a steam room, and just to like be really good to my body, just to like really take care of my body. And also, it's a very meditative space, so to kind of go inward and really get in touch with my core, like my true inner self that sometimes gets that voice that got me here, the voice that like told me that I needed to have surgery, sometimes can get drowned out by the sound of fear. I mean, fear is very loud, fear is very persistent, and the that confident inner wisdom voice is very quiet and still, and I have to really make room to hear it. And so I'm looking forward to the spa because I think it'll give me a good chance to like enter a meditative space for a few hours and get in touch with that, and also be really good to my body, because my body's going to be going through um, trauma. I mean, surgery is trauma, and even if it's good. And so it feels good to be spending that kind of time taking care of my physical self. Um, and those are my plans, for the rest of the day. And then I probably just come home and prepare for, uh, prepare my home for surgery. But yeah, I'm just more and more like throughout the day, I'm just trying to get in touch with the part of me that knew that this was what I needed and this is what I wanted for a long time. And I've lived 38 years of my life, well, 36 years of my life, um, in denial about who I am, about, um, yeah, I've lived that long with ideas about who I am that are not accurate because I was just in denial. Like I didn't want to see myself for who I really was. And I only have a couple of years of experience of seeing myself for who I really am. And so, 36 years of conditioning, um, really tends to trump 2 years of sitting in my truth. And so I think a lot of these doubts and fears are coming from that. I've spent so long like thinking that I was, female identified, and that this was the body that I was going to have forever. And just coming to know myself as a person with a specific body. And it's only been the last couple of years that I've let myself dream beyond that, and recognize that I could live a different kind of life, and I could become more comfortable physically by making a change like this. And also recognizing that who I am is a person who, I guess for me, just recognizing that my body doesn't fit, and that I need to, that I can make a change, and that I want to make a change. Um, and There's more life for me on the other side of this. There's, this is the beginning of me stepping into an entirely new life. Um, and so it's a very frightening step, because for me, it's not just about changing my body, but it's also about like really taking a step into in a completely new way of existing in the world. And it's terrifying, really, really is. And it's, letting go of an image I've had of myself for 36 years, and the image that people have told me that I am for 36 years. It's fucking a long time. It's a long time to have one concept of oneself. And so anyway, it's natural, and I think it makes a lot of sense that I'd be feeling scared. Um, but as the day goes on, I'm feeling better and better. And, I'm just going to keep taking good care of myself, and try to get to bed early tonight. I feel myself getting sick, and I'm really nervous about that. And I hope that doesn't impact anything. Um, but I'm like taking lots of vitamin C and echinacea, and like trying to eat well and drink a lot of tea, and just be really good to my body, so that I don't, God, I hate if I get the flu right now. It'd be awful. But so that's my plan. And yeah, so this is me, like 24 hours ahead of surgery, that I'm still struggling, and yet there's a part of me that still feels very connected to my purpose and my hope for what this is. It's a massive risk. There's there's a huge unknown on the other side, and I'm just appreciating all of the people who go through this top surgery. It takes so much courage. It takes so much courage to step out in faith, not knowing what the other side's going to look like. And I'm just, noticing like how much appreciation I have for the folks who have gone through, gender confirmation surgeries of all kinds, because it's scary. It's a scary time. So I'm hoping that by tonight I can get back to a space of joy and confidence. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. I'm still going to go through with this. But I'm working as hard as I can to get back to a space of confidence. So anyway, that's all that I have to say for right now. I probably won't check in again until after surgery is over. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening, and I'll check in soon.